All right, common question number one. A lot of people ask, so what do you do that actually makes money in this business? And I totally get that. That was one of my questions when I first started. I knew people were working out and drinking a shake. I was doing the same thing, but they were somehow getting paid and I wasn't. So basically, as a health coach, we are using Beachbody products for our clients. Most of them don't have the tools that they need to get the transformation that they want. And so the cool thing is that Beachbody provides all of those. They are a huge name in the fitness industry. They spend thousands of dollars researching programs, coming out with the best ones that are tested to make sure that they work. They have amazing nutrition plans for each one. They have everything that people need to be successful with this. And so when your client signs up with you, they are purchasing their stuff from Beachbody and you get 25% automatically as a coach. Doesn't matter if you're a discount coach, doesn't matter if you're Bennett going for everything, diamond coach. You get 25%, which is pretty cool because a lot of MLMs make you work your way up, but we get to start with 25%. And to top that off, as a coach, you don't have any kind of a monthly minimum, which is super cool. That was a concern, again, that I had when I looked into this. You don't have a monthly minimum as far as what you have to purchase. You don't. You don't have to purchase anything. And you don't have any kind of monthly minimums as far as like people you're signing up or sales you're making or anything like that. So it's kind of cool because we have people that they just want to sign up a couple friends and then just keep doing it for themselves. They don't have any negatives from just signing up a couple people. They just get to make some commissions. And then we have people that want to go all in and you get to decide what's the best fit for you.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend who's involved in another network marketing company, and she was sharing how in order for her to get her full commission, she has to sell a certain amount. Otherwise, she only gets a percentage of that commission. And
Oh, wow.
I was like furious for her. Like, if you're doing the work, you should get the commission. And so that's one of the things I love about Team Beachbody. So Joyce shared the retail side, which is a ton of fun. It's where we do our online boot camps, or you might have heard them called challenge groups. And it's where we really get to connect with people one-on-one and see their transformations. We just celebrated 78 transformations from 2017. And these people were entered to win money, but their stories just made you want to sob for days. It was amazing to be a part of that. Like, I think I still have wet, dirty tissues in my in my bathroom basket. But the other side of earning, and this is kind of my favorite part, is the team aspect. And what's unique about Team Beachbody is that you don't want to just enroll team members as a warm body.
Right.
For example, if Joy were my customer and I was receiving 25% commission on her orders because she loves Shakeology, and if you follow any of her social media, you know she doesn't miss a day. So if I'm receiving 25% from her as a customer, but then she joins my team as a coach, I no longer make that 25%.
Right.
So I don't have an incentive to invite Joy onto my team unless I really plan to help her grow a business. And that's where we come in. That's where we love what we do, because we really are attached to your success tangibly. It doesn't help us just have you sign up to sign up.
Right.
Your team helps you in the sense that if you think of like a profit sharing plan, at my first job, I had a profit sharing plan. And so at the end of the year, our contributions collectively as a pool were kind of distributed as a bonus. And that's how you can think of the team side. The team cycle bonus is a collective pool at the end of the week that anyone who is a business builder that's considered emerald or higher would get to share in this bonus pool of income. And again, there would be no pool if we didn't help you create a business.
Right.
That part of the income kind of comes a little bit down the road, but it is something to be conscious of, because when I first began my business, I was just inviting people to challenge groups, and I made a couple $100s my first month as a coach, and that was retail. That was the 25% commission. Now, the team cycle bonus is my salary. I can almost count on it. I know what it's going to be, and it is my full-time income, where the retail is just the cherry on the top. So I know you might have more questions about that down the road, but just know there are two ways to earn in this business. Both are really exciting, and both only happen by helping people, whether it's your clients or your teammates. Joy, I know you mentioned that you get a lot of questions. How much time do you spend on your business? And we have totally different times we spend. So I'm going to let you share first.
Well, that's something that's evolved. When I started, I knew I only had about an hour, hour and a half a day, 5 days a week to spend on it. And so that's what I spent. It was nap time when my kids were asleep, and I knew I could sit down and just focus and pound it out. So I did for 5 days a week for like months. I don't even remember. It had to have been almost a year, actually. And then I started having a sitter come a couple mornings a week. And right now I'm at the point where I have a sitter for 2 mornings a week. And then I have the kids full time the rest of the time. So I try to snag, like, I would say it's probably 2 hours a day on the days that I have the kids. And then Thursday, Fridays, when I don't have the kids, I can spend more like 3 or 4 if I really want to. But it's rare now that I spend 4 hours straight on the business. So
yeah, because you have awesome like beauty appointments that you personally with your business.
Yeah.
So we're talking though less than 15 hours for you, 2 years in with a large team. And can you share some of the financial things you've been able to transition time to?
Yeah. Well, I had a really big one last month in the fact that last month my paycheck was more than what I used to make as a nanny full-time, which blew my mind. I mean, nanny prices have changed. I'll just throw that out there. Since I was a nanny, the prices have changed for sure. But when I was working as a nanny full-time, I was paying for my own living. Like I had my own apartment. I had all my own bills. So obviously it was enough for me to live off of. And my paycheck last month was more than that. And so that to me was like, wow, this is big. But I made my investment back the first month, and by like 5 months in, I made my biggest paycheck, which was $1,000 in a month. And then it does, it climbs this way. It's not like this.
Well, and your investment was optional too. Like that was just your own Shakeology. So that's important. I don't know if you're watching this and you remember that legging trend. But I have friends that paid $7,000 to own a garage full of randomly patterned leggings. And I love that we only buy products that we're using daily for our own wellness. But
right.
Like
that's
Joy,
optional.
Yeah. Like Joy, my business started when my kids were both under 2 and I was still in full-time college. So it was just nap time. I was only working nap time. As time went on and Beachbody became my full-time job, it was probably closer to that 15, 20 hours a week. However, like during that time, so 20 hours a week was like if I'm really working on a big project.
Right.
But I remember moving here and I had only been coaching 2 years. And I was making the bed because I think every woman has this thing that they're constantly going to replace, but they just never do it. And mine was our master bedroom sheets. I was like making the bed and I was like, we need new sheets. This is ridiculous. I want expensive sheets. And it was that same day I had earned enough money in a week to pay our entire month's mortgage. And I was like, why haven't I bought new sheets? So I tell you that we both worked less than part-time jobs to build our business. And now I'm at an interesting place in life where I also have a job just part-time teaching PE. And so I'm kind of back to just that hour in the morning, hour in the evening. And I've learned how to get smarter with my time and really, the business becomes a well-oiled machine. So you do have to invest time into it. And I think that there's a misconception out there that you just create a coach account or any sort of distributor account and then people are going to flock to you. We did do the work.
Yes.
The work wasn't a 40-hour work week, and it wasn't leaving our kids in a daycare, and it wasn't being a slave to someone else's schedule. So that's the difference for sure.
But you and I have both showed up every day. We treated it like a business from the get-go. And I remember in the beginning, I was like, no, like this is work time. I'm turning off my phone, like everything, like no, I'm not going to answer that phone call. I'm not going to watch my show. And that was different because before that, I totally had. I mean, nap time was like showtime. So that was different. But what do you want? Like, do you really want a business or not? And how you treat it is what you're going to get. So,
yeah. I remember making my sisters mad because it would take hours to text them back. And it's like, well, you weren't texting about anything important. And I was working on my children's future. So, no. You won't cut people out of your life. But if you want to have financial success, you do need to understand that you don't need even 10 hours in your week to do what we've done, but you do need a consistent work ethic. And I think Joy and I having that has made all the difference in our own businesses. So I think we covered the main questions. What do you actually do to earn, and how much do you spend? I guess the last thing I would add on this topic is that I know a lot of women are looking for a business that they can do from home. I see it everywhere, and it matters. Yeah. It's exciting. It's like to be able to provide for your family and not have to leave the house. It is important that you join a strong team that is invested in training you, that has the resources, Joy and I both have assistants that we hired to work for our team.
Right.
So we take your success very seriously. And if you're looking for an at-home opportunity, you need to understand that not everybody is taking your success as seriously as Team Beachbody does. Other companies do get credit for just enrolling warm bodies, and we don't. So we will be 100% hell-bent on helping you build a business just like we have.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. And if you have any questions additionally to that, just put them in the comments and we'll make sure we answer. That's it, right, Joy?
Yeah. One thing I will tag on there, people think, and I used to think this too, some people make it with MLMs and some people don't. And what dictates that? I don't really know. And when I first joined, I had a huge fear of like, will I flop? Will I be one of those people that doesn't make it? And what I didn't know, and I know now, is the reason people make it is because they show up and work the business. It's not because, some people are good at sales or some people are just lucky with an MLM and other people aren't. It's that if you show up and work your business every day, like, yes, you can take weekends off, but you're there every day actually putting in the work, it's just a matter of time. Like, of course, you will be successful, maybe not at first because you're just starting to get the well pumping. But as long as you keep pumping it, the water is coming as long as you stick with it.
That's exactly right. Because when I started, I didn't know what the heck I was doing on social media. I was a train wreck. But
yeah, me too.
I said to myself, all I have to do is outlast everyone who's going to quit. And that's exactly what I did.
I love that. For me, I was like, I just have to do what my coach tells me. And so I did. Like everything that she told me, I was like, I'll just do it because she obviously knows.
Our team training is like, without the training that we are readily handed as coaches, it's incredible to think some people out there building a business without that sort of support. So
totally.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in, and we will check back with you in the comment section.